Timeless reading for Leo, starting with the card Right, followed by Flow, Pregnancy, Male, Childhood, and Relief. This reading feels, I wanted to say mostly positive, but it actually feels totally positive. It's not like extreme bliss or, this kind of extreme ecstasy. It's just harmonious and peaceful joy. And relief. We have the relief card here. I feel like relief is usually something different than ecstatic bliss, or when something is like being hyped. It's more like there was a burden, a very, very heavy burden that is now being dropped, and then that is what we call relief. It's different than ecstasy. With the Right and Flow card, I feel like these two cards totally go together. Like we could see it as one card. This is the same energy in your reading. Something is right, and that's why it is flowing effortlessly. Something is becoming smooth, something is becoming calm, straight. You are going with the flow, not in a dull way, not without losing your individuality, not blindly following. It's just going with the flow because it's right at this time. It's the most intelligent to do. And the waters are so soothing and peaceful. Why not go with the flow of the water? It's the best thing to do right now. It's just right. With the Right card, I often want to look at this piece of the puzzle that was missing. Maybe you have worked for several years on putting something together, even spiritually, trying to understand life, death, whatever. And maybe you have already done a great job putting certain pieces together, but there was always this one important missing piece of the puzzle that you might find soon. And then things will just work smoothly. There is something about pregnancy here. This could be you or someone around you being very creative, having very good ideas, even if these ideas are still in the beginning and they are not really sorted out, or maybe there's no center. Maybe someone has a lot of different ideas and doesn't know yet how to get them together, how to bring order into this, or a system into these different energies that are brewing inside. So we could take this pregnancy card as a metaphor for you or someone around you, and for others we can take it literally. So either you are pregnant or someone around you is pregnant, maybe your partner, I don't know. There's a lot of peace in this card here as well. So this is not an unwanted pregnancy in this reading. Someone is feeling nauseous. That's something I'm getting here as well. Someone is experiencing some kind of healing in their chest area. I feel drawn to this butterfly here, which is on the height of her chest bone. And there is a healing of either a spiritual heart or the organic heart, literally, of a person, or something regarding their chest area. If there is some kind of issue, some kind of pain, some kind of disease, I feel like there is a very good possibility that something will be cured here. That's what I'm getting to. We have male and childhood here together. And the very moment I pulled these cards, I immediately felt the meaning of them. So this, even if you're a woman, this could be for you here as well. Even though I will refer it to a man by the language that I will use, there is something about your masculinity that was very burdening for a long time, or maybe your entire life, excluded your childhood. There is this sense of masculinity that is hardened and not at all effortless. It is very tense. It is very rough, but it isn't really emotionally strong because it is pretentious and it is forced. And if someone threatens this forced and pretentious image of masculinity, the person is hurt or irritated because it's easily attackable. There is something about struggling with the image, with this certain image of masculinity. It is burdening. It is weighing heavily on someone, always having to be the bearer, the provider, the worker, the strong one, even though sometimes, you just want to be innocent, like this boy in the picture. And this is exactly what you will be getting soon. And as I said earlier, this can also relate to women, because women in some societies, they have to be like men a lot, especially in their careers, because in some parts of the world, it is not the way it used to be in the Middle Ages anymore, that women, or maybe actually even in the Middle Ages, women worked. But it has adapted a little bit. Also for men, sometimes in some societies, men can also represent more feminine aspects and women represent more masculine aspects. But I feel like this really is specifically about this old school, rough kind of masculinity where everything is about providing and bearing and fighting and you know what I'm aiming at. And this became very painful for someone to carry. And there is relief regarding that. There is an opening towards your own inner child. There is a time coming soon where you will reconnect to that innocence and playfulness within yourself. There will be a lot of pleasant childhood memories that are coming back, that will feel like a relief. You will remember hobbies and interests that you used to have as a child, but that you dropped as an adult. When this comes up, this energy, this old repressed energy, you will feel very inspired and creative. It's just a huge relief having to drop that, being allowed to drop that overly responsible kind of masculinity. I was actually getting something else, but I forgot. There could also be a man having a woman, finding a woman that allows him to drop this burdening kind of masculinity, because she is not a woman that needs to be provided for all the time or taken care of, because she is good at doing that for herself. So could also be some kind of relief for a man here. Usually in the tarot readings, the topic is more focused on traumatic childhood memories coming up, so that you can understand and heal them as an adult. But in this reading, there is really a lot of positive energy. There is a lot of focus on, even if you had a traumatic childhood, you might still have, in all your misery, still have had some kind of hobbies, something that made you hopeful, something that made you smile. Let's say you grew up in the worst conditions one can imagine, with very abusive parents and family and all this. Even a child in this situation, they can find something that sparks their interest, something that makes them feel better. And maybe you entirely forgot about this thing, but it will come back and it will overthrow you in a positive way, bring so much relief. It will feel like having been in the desert for a very long time, finally finding the water that you needed. I will pull some health and lifestyle cards for you here as well. You can interpret these cards for yourself. Heart health, skin, savings, paperwork, treat yourself, learn, poop, calcium, and the last one, cardio. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.